Good morning. We are live here with the Northern Neck Real Estate Market Update. I am Virginia Stoughton with Isabel Horsley Real Estate, and every week I come at you with all of the numbers that you need to know about the real estate market for Lancaster and Northumberland counties. I do both residential and I briefly touch on land listings in the area. So let's get to it because things have changed this week. I noticed Friday when I was doing some market research that our strength of market has changed. Now, it does fluctuate, and that's normal. But since Friday, we have now been in a buyer's market. The Northern Neck, of course, as everywhere else, has been in a seller's market for what feels like forever. I know since I've started in real estate over 2 years ago, we've been in a seller's market, and a lot of times a super strong seller's market, as I know you all are aware. But now our strength of market has dropped to 48%. So what does that even mean? Okay, well, strength of market is what determines whether we are in a seller's market or a buyer's market. So when that strength of market is 55% or higher, we are in a seller's market. And when it's below that, we are in a buyer's market. Now, we have been hovering a little over that 55% threshold for a couple of weeks. But since Friday, this past Friday, we have dropped down into a buyer's market. So we're currently at 48% strength of market. So not far down into that buyer's market threshold, but we are there. We have 133 active listings on the market. So we're up 23% over this time last year. And we have 64 properties that are pending closing or under contract. So I kind of lump those two together. Those listings are heading towards closing. So those two numbers give us our strength of market of 48%. Now, something else to think about is our days on market are starting to lengthen. We are at 124 average days on market for active listings. Now, when you compare it to last year, we were at 117%. So there's not really that much difference. But our days of market are generally over the last few months, they are starting to get a little longer. So now I break it down into price points because as when we were in a seller's market, not all price points are in a buyer's market this week. So let's find out. Our 0 to 200,000, that has been a strong seller's market since I have started in real estate, and it still is. Now we've dropped from last week. Last week we were 150% strength of market. Let me switch over, make sure that's right. Yes, we were at 150% strength of market. This week we're at 120. So it has dropped quite a bit. We have 10 active listings and 12 are under contract or pending closing. 200 to 400,000, that is the same as last week. We're at 68% strength of market. So that is in a seller's market. This and 0 to 200K are both in sellers markets. 400 to 600,000, that has dropped to 32% strength of market. It was 45% last week. So in this 400 to 600,000 range, we have 31 active listings and 10 are under contract or pending closing. 600 to 800,000, this is our only residential price point that has gone up in strength of market. It's up to 69%. Last week we were at 63. We have 16 active listings in this price point and 11 are pending closing. 800 to 1 million, that has seriously dropped. That is down to a strength of market of 13%. So you want to talk about a buyer's market, that is in a buyer's market for this price point. We have 15 active listings on the market between the two counties and only 2 are pending closing. So there's some inventory out there and not a lot going under contract. So that's why we get that strength of market in a buyer's market. 1 million plus, that has dropped a little. We're at 22% strength of market. So in a buyer's market with 27 active listings and 6 are pending or under contract. So that's it for residential. I do have a lot more information over on my website. You can click on blog. My website's www.virginiastoughton.com. Again, click blog, and you will see the replay of this. You'll see my spreadsheets, which will show a lot more information than I give here. So now I'll briefly touch on some land information. We are down to 501 active lot listings in the 2 counties. Now, compared to 650% or 650 listings from last year, we are down 23% in inventory for land. The strength of market currently is 8%, and it was the same as this time last year. It usually ranges from 5 to 10%. That's generally what it has been since I started doing these. So this week we are at 8% strength of market, so in a buyer's market. The average list price is actually down 13% from last year. So I find that interesting. I'm sure it has to do with the amount of lots on the market and the building costs. So yeah, the average list price has gone down 13% from this time last year. So that is your update. If you have any questions about these numbers or want to know what they mean for you personally, especially if you're thinking of selling or buying in Lancaster and Northumberland, I would be happy to talk to you about what these numbers mean for you. Or if you just have any general real estate questions or want to know more about this lovely place we call the Northern Neck, I would be happy to chat with you. Just give me a call or email. That's it for this week. I hope you all have a great week and an even better weekend, and I will see you next Wednesday. Take care.